everybody and welcome. Thank you so much for coming a few hours early. I wanted to do it before the game started so I could not worry about anything and hopefully enjoy the game that's happening at 3. It's literally been like my age, like 32 years since Auburn's made it to the Elite 8, so I'm excited to watch. So anyways, today, if you check in the info, there is a printable version, so I'll show you what it all entails, and we're going to draw the April layout. So I haven't drawn anything for April yet. It's a blank page, and this is the Scribbles That Matter Pro notebook that I like to use. And Betty just asked in the comments about a practice sheet. So if you wanted a dot grid practice sheet, you can print one off. I gave the little link there in the comment section, but you can also print it from the VIP vault. It's in the journal companion. It's the very last sheet. Also, the giveaway is going to be a little bit different this week, and I actually got an email about it last night from Sarah about Journal U access. And so this week it's going to be a huge collaborative giveaway with 4 of my guest teachers. So in the next Journal U launch, there's it's coming out on Sunday, so we have a week, but I wanted to do a giveaway building up. So it's a bunch of different stuff. There's going to be 3 winners, and first winner is from USA, so that's a bunch of shippable products like pens and a journal and all kind of pens actually. And then you also get Journal U, like the big access, so it includes every single one of my free downloads or every single one of my paid downloads ever, so all the bundles. So I'm splitting Journal U access up now, so there's going to be 2 different tiers. So anyways, 2nd and 3rd place will get door hangers, also get a stamp pack, and also get Journal U access, but the 2nd tier. So anyways, more about that next week, but just keep a lookout for the giveaway opening. I do have the link down there, it's just not completely open yet. So anyways, I'm going to switch over and we're going to draw this April layout. Actually, I'm going to show you real quick because I just posted a video on IGTV that shows how I set up my whiteboard. So I got this big whiteboard last fall, and I made this calendar on it with like this black washi tape, and actually I'm going to switch over now so you can see it. This is a picture of it because I can't really maneuver my camera so you can see it. But I'll show you kind of what it looks like, and that's what the April layout is based off of. So hi Jill, hi everybody, Pat, Betty, we got Angela, good to see you guys. I'm glad you could make it on kind of short notice here. So this is my April. I just did this week, like last weekend, to explain kind of what's going on here. I did make an IG video that kind of explains everything in 3 minutes, but I'm going to try to make this quick too. But you can see this is the calendar for April, which it starts here, but I was doing it for the whole next week too. These are the week numbers 1 through 5. And then these across the top are like daily focus. So like if I ever am like, what do I need to do today? I can look up there and see, oh, it's Monday. I have to organize things depending on what needs to be organized, either physically or on the computer. Tuesday blog, Wednesday market, etc. And then Sunday, of course, is teach on live draw days. So the next one, over here are little goals for this specific week. So like right now, this past week was planning this giveaway. The next one is finalizing Journal U, so it's ready to post on Sunday. And then, so there's just a few other weekly goals. And then these words here, I had a question about this on Instagram. These are just general to-dos. Like if I didn't really have any plans, which usually I have something that I'm working on, I can look at this and kind of see what I should be working on. Maybe filming videos or maybe creating PDFs or planning out that kind of stuff. And usually there's sometimes a 5th week, so that's why I just put rest. If there's ever an extra week, I'll put a big rest thing that week. And then I have across the bottom the quarterly goals, so the next 4 quarters. So that's why it doesn't start at quarter 1. It's actually quarter 2 is the next one. So these are my big goals. So if I ever have any questions about what I need to work on, this is another place to look. And then the next 5 weeks are all listed here on the right side. And then these little guys the Post-it notes, you can look at my key here and see what they mean. So like the bright pink is the Journal U52 topics that are coming out every Friday. The green is notes, and then, but you can really see I made it up as I went, so you can really, depending on your month, it might change, and that's the beauty of these awesome little Post-it notes. So I thought I would share with you guys this, and then once, you know, this month ends, I can transition these Post-it notes into the actual days. And then these big yellow ones are like my one thing to do today. So anyways, if you can put this all on a journal page, that'd be even cooler. So I'm going to switch over and try this in the journal. I haven't done this yet. So this will be something different and new. I might go live on Instagram in a little bit. But I don't know yet. Just depending on how this goes. But anyways, let me know if you have any questions during this. Let me show you the printable. This is just like kind of the pretty printable. So if you just want to print it and use it, it's this one. That's exactly kind of what my board looks like. And then this one is an actual customizable one. So you can print it out. You can add your month here, use it for any month, and then just make your own labels on here pretty much. There's also a door hanger pro version. So a lot of you guys know I use this tool that splits up my pages into different equal sections. So this is the door hanger pro version, but this time I also made a counting version, just like on the dots. So if you have a 38 by 26 grid, we're going to be using this one. If you have another A5 size, use that door hanger or the journal companion to show you where those lines go. So I think today I'm just going to do this one, just stay on the lines. And I know a lot of you do have the left turn or the Scribbles That Matter Pro. If not, if you get this in the download too, so you can draw it whichever way you want to. And then there's just a little info section about Journal U52 in case anybody is new here. Let me know if you have any questions. I kind of try and look up and watch as I'm going to see you guys. Hello from Atlanta. That's pretty close to me. But I think that's about a 6 to 7 hour drive, I think, from here. So hi Wendy, hi Tanya, welcome to your first time here. Glad to have you. Where did you hear about Journal U? Did you find me on Pinterest or did you find me on Instagram? Where did you hear about it? So the first thing I'm going to do is make, you can really start anywhere since I am using this layout that shows, there is a link to this in the caption there, and I also mailed it out to you guys. But this is actually one where we can use the original door hanger sorry. This one's kind of stained up, but this one actually counts them. And when I realized the new Scribbles That Matter books have the same measurements as the left term, I was like, I can go back to using my regular door hangers. So it actually counts the boxes, not the dots, so it goes 1 to 38 on the side. So here I know that I want to make a line all the way across. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and make the lines, the horizontal lines first, and then I'll come back and do the vertical lines. So it should be kind of cool once we get done. So after box 7, so this is 5, 6, and then I go down to box 7, I'm making the line all the way across. And if you are using the Door Hanger Pro, you can see the boxes are a little taller, but it's the same basic outline. So I am using a Sharpie pen for this. And this line is going all the way across. And each box is going to be 5 high. So, but when I look at the layout, you can actually tell where it is, and I can just look at this. So 10, 11, 12 is under 12. And it looks like all these lines are going horizontal too. So this is a pretty easy layout. It's just a matter of being able to write to fit everything in. Or I was thinking actually last night you could make a key like a removable key or something that shows you certain things. Like the Post-it notes are different colors to represent different things. I did make a tiny key section down here, but you might need to expand it a little bit more. So the next one is 5 tall again. Hi Sarah, good to see you here. Glad y'all could make it early. I knew it was like short notice, but I didn't know what time Art would be playing until yesterday, so I wasn't really planning on changing it until yesterday, so. And so really this is a monthly spread, but you could use it anytime. Like you could start it in the middle of a month if you wanted to. I thought April was like the perfect time to do just the monthly spread, because this is actually the 5th week in 5th Friday in March, so I wanted kind of an extra, like a pretty easy one to do. So this is just a monthly spread, which I know a lot of you already do monthly spreads, but when you tag, I guess you don't really need to for the giveaway this week. But if you want to share your pictures, you can tag JY13 this week for your monthly spreads, especially if you do this one. I want to see it. And I know it's late notice on April, and I'm sure a lot of you already have your monthly spreads done, but you could always use this for a future month if you want to. So if all works out, I should have this next section should be 6 tall. And let me show you kind of what I did here. You can put this line down the middle here if you want to. On this pretty printable version, I didn't add the line just so you have a little bit more room to write there. But on this one, it's again like on the whiteboard, these were the weekly to-dos like specific to the week, and then these are the weekly to-dos like general to the week. So depending on week number you're in, and you can add this line if you want to or not. So actually, I don't think I'm going to include this line, just so I have a little bit more room to write just for this, just since it's a journal layout. It's a little bit smaller. Ah, thank you. I just saw your answer. Thank you so much. So the next one is going to be, and again with the door hanger you can switch it up. And my next down line is going to be at in between 14 and 15. So I just make sure that the line of 1 is lined up right in the middle of the first box, and then I can 10. I want it to be right before the 15. And I put the dot there, but actually it needs to go over in between 18 and 19, but we'll get to that later. I'm just going to do the vertical lines now. So I do want to connect the edges, and they go all the way down. So I'll do both ends. And then I'll go ahead and go across the bottom. All right, now I can do these vertical lines. Actually, I'm going to stop here. So I'm going to put the quarterly goal down here. So this is the current quarterly goal. So I'm going to stop. each one is 4 squares wide, so you can easily just count those in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so that middle one, I'm just going to put a line kind of down the middle, right beside the spine, not on the spine, but just right beside it. So it does make Wednesday and Thursday just a little bit wider, but it's just because that little extra space in the middle. And I don't think I've ever made one where it splits right in the middle like that. I either have a calendar on one side or the other, but alright, so again, you can put that line down the middle here if you want to. If not, you don't need to. I'm going to make this little section down here for my key. So it's in between 10 and 11. This just helps me not count. And then this line actually comes down all the way down. And so once you get this all finished, we can make it pretty with some lettering. But I love that April starts on a Monday and it's the first day of the second quarter. It's like perfect for planners if you're like wanting to begin. Now's the perfect time if you haven't started yet. And so these little spots down here are for quarterly goals, and that's just as reminders. And like the most successful people, for real, write down their goals every single day. I don't write them down every day, but it's a good practice to get in to actually see your quarterly goals. So I know we made a goal page at the very beginning of Journal U52, like the second week. And you probably wrote them down there, but now's a good time, like monthly is a good time to check in on how you're doing on those goals and if you need to reevaluate some. It's just a good practice to get in. So now I'm going to make the very top little slanted lines. So this is just going to be the themes for the day, and they come up exactly above the next line. So this is like makes a triangle here. So the next one I'll bring up is right here. And it probably will look a little weird in the spine. We'll see how it turns out. Alright, so that's kind of turned out a little strange in the middle, but it's not enough to worry about. Could always measure it a ton, but it always depends on the journal with how the middle is. and how much room you have between dots. So I'm going to turn on Instagram Live real quick, so give me a sec, and then we're going to start some lettering. Alright, hi Instagram, we are drawing April's monthly layout. You can find this in the VIP vault. It's the measurement files and also some printable versions here. So we're working with this one right now and transferring it into the journal, but I'm about to start some lettering, so I thought I would turn on IG Live. So, hello, we are gonna go ahead and get started with my favorite brush pens, I think. Let's see, I can't even find one because anyways, here's the hard tip. If you know Suki pen, one of my favorites. I'm just going to label the days. So now is the time when I look at this. So I'm going to kind of look at this to see what I want to add to the labels here. So I'm just going to do Monday through Sunday up here. Of course, you can start on Sunday if you want. I always start on Monday every time, just so I can keep my weekends together, even though all US calendars pretty much start with the Sunday, but I'm a rebel like that. So just Monday, since I've started creating my own, it makes a lot more sense to me. The next thing down this column are the weekly musts, so like weekly goals that you gotta do. So I'm gonna write at the top here, weekly musts. Alright, and the next thing, I think I'm just keeping this one pretty simple. Color-wise, I might add color during the month, and I might like make a key with color or something here, because I haven't done anything like this. But we'll see. But no color right now is what I'm saying. So this is the next 5 weeks. So I am going to add the dates here. But that's what next 5 means. So this is the current calendar, and this is the next 5 weeks if there's anything going on. So this whole thing really is 10 weeks in all. So it shows you daily things and then the next future things. And then down here I actually do have a future box. So anything beyond that is where I'll put what's going on in the future. And then next I'll put my key over here. And I'm just going to keep it, I have it sideways on the little printable, but I'm going to keep it even with the future and make it look the same. So there's enough room down there. We'll see how it works. The next thing is the quarterly goals. So since this quarter is 2, I'm going to put Q2. And then this will be Q3. And that's just a good thing to look at, just to see the future and kind of think about what you're actually working towards. So this is like a whole year from now. So that's a bunch of stuff, and I don't even know if I have those goals set yet, but it's a good just practice to get into, to keep constantly think about what in the future you're actually working towards big time. So up here are the daily do's, so like themes of the days. So like on my whiteboard, it's organize, blog, market, learn, inform, create, and teach. So just different big theme words for the day. If I sit down at my desk and don't know what I'm doing, I can look at that. So daily do's, what else we got? The next thing, I'm going to add these. Maybe I'll use a stamp set, make it a little interesting this time. And these are just some, I don't even remember where I got these stamps from, so I'm sorry. These are, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 5 weeks. And the pen I was using, Selena with AC on Instagram. This is the Tombow Food No Suki hard tip pen. So you can tell it's the hard tip. It says WSBH here, and that's for YouTube. You can see that's how you tell if it's hard or soft. If there's a BH, it's hard tip, and if it's BS, it's soft. And then the hard just is a little bit firmer tip on there. So I'm just going to go down. And these are a little harder to work with just since you don't see where it's going to go really. With the clear rubber stamps, you can see exactly where it goes, but I'll do my best here. Try and make it even. And also, if they were cheap stamps, which a lot of the ones I buy are like on sale or not too pricey, so some of them are a little crooked on there, so it's, even if you have it perfectly lined up, it's still... And it also gives you those little edges sometimes on these. But you could wipe it off if you want to, but I'm good. Just want to see how it looks. Alright, so there are the labeled. If I can find these block stamps, I'll link them on the YouTube info. And also, Instagram people, this printable is in the VIP vault. It's also in the YouTube caption and in the email that I sent out today. So it's a lot of places if you want to download it, but I just uploaded it this morning, so it's brand new. Alright, so the last thing, I need to go ahead and add the dates. So it's going to be a little bit different than my IG, the actual whiteboard. So I'm going to start with Monday here, just since it is for April. I'm going to go ahead and start with Monday. Put your numbers wherever. But I love that April starts on a Monday. I haven't missed anything. I kind of zoned out. I'm writing numbers in order, so I hope that these are all right. And I always have to do the knuckle thing to figure out how many days. So There's only 30 days. And then May starts, which is crazy. And then the next 5 will be 5/6 to 5/12. And then 5/13 to 19. To 26, and then Hi Steph 5, Annie 27, Memorial Day 6/2, and then 6/3 to what? 10, 6/10, or 9? 9. I have the other ones written down, so I kind of cheated. Hi DIY Creation Instagram. I'm about to log off Instagram, but I'm going to stay on YouTube for just a few minutes. Actually, let me go ahead and write April up here. Let's see. I'm going to stick with my brush pen. I could go with a really challenging one. I'm actually going to use the Tombow dual brush pen for this. And I am going to go ahead and do what I typically do. Just since it's a limited area, I'm going to write the thing in pencil here first. Thank you guys for the little hearts. It's so nice. And if you are on Facebook or YouTube, do the thumbs up too. So the thumbs up parts, all that good stuff, all helps. Thank you guys. And Betty asked how long I've been lettering, and I started when I started the journaling. So that was back in July of 2016. So it has changed. I mean, it hasn't, I don't know. It was a ton of practice. But I used to like to do like bubble letters and all that stuff, like in middle school, high school. Letters were always just interesting. So once I started seeing all these videos on Instagram and seeing all this calligraphy work, I was like, okay, that's what I need to learn. So I set my mind to it and kind of have learned the ropes, and I love it. I didn't really even know that these like brush pens existed with like the flexible tips. And when I discovered them and discovered just the whole technique, I was like, okay, I think I can do that. It's just a matter literally of just practicing almost every day. So anyways, that is the April spread. So there's Instagram. I'm going to sign off Instagram, so bye guys, and I will get on YouTube for a minute. Alright guys, so do you guys have any questions? I will tell you about the giveaway. I might as well go ahead and open it up since you guys are here. Let me transition. Give me one sec. Let me know if there's anything like I missed or how you think you might use some of these. I know you can use them completely differently. Like you could use, like on Tuesdays if you do like laundry or something like that, weekends you relax, you could use that kind of thing up here. It doesn't have to be all business focused. It could just be like a one kind of thing that you do each day. So let me make this giveaway live and show you how to enter it. got about 15 minutes till my Auburn Tigers start, so let's see. I'll let you look at the whiteboard for a second while I'm doing this. Rachel, I feel like the flare pens weren't brush pens, but somebody will need to correct me on that. I saw your question about the flare felt tip, but I feel like those were not brush tip, but I could be wrong. Could be completely wrong. I don't want to tell you wrong, so let's do Sunday. Oh, I'm having more trouble than I thought I would. Let me just... hold on. Keeps changing up my settings and I don't like it. Let me see. Try and do this quickly, guys. Talk amongst yourselves. Trying to open it up for you guys, and then I just want to share with you the link to it. It is bit.ly/JY giveaway. That's the link. I just posted it, and it's also in the caption here. So let's see. So I just opened it up. Let me switch on over to that. So now you can see it. So this is a big old giveaway. I'm giving away Nova access to Journal U, which is like everything in Journal U with the printed book, all of my digital products ever, and you'll get them forever. Keep getting them if you do have the Nova access. Also giving a Scribbles That Matter Pro book, that like the one I use. A 10-pack of Tombow Dual brush pens of your choice, mono drawing pens, and the Food No Suki color pens that just came out. And then 2 door hangers, a pro and an original. So also I'm going to give some, so that's US only, but international can enter too. Just it just won't be as many shippable products. So second and third prize are international eligible, but they can be US winners too, whoever the widget picks. So these are the little things you need to do, and once you click on, it's not scrolling down anymore for me. Oh, there we go. These are, there's 14 different ways to enter, and I've done these Gleam things before. So you have to actually click to follow. So click in here and actually follow the user. So these are actually some of my guest teachers. Hello. So she has a really cool lesson on painting in your bullet journal. So she teaches from start to finish how to paint in Nebula. And this is Patrizia, and she's from Italy. So anyways, I want you to check these girls out because they're awesome and they have some awesome content on their feed. So once you're done, you can click the +1 after you follow them. If you already follow them, just make sure to click the +1, but we will check, depending on how you win, check to make sure that you've done that action. And then there's also visit means subscribe. So if you go to their channel, make sure you subscribe to their YouTube channels. And then there's a Facebook group too to join. So anyways, that's all I really wanted to show you. The giveaway is now open, so definitely head there and enter any way you can. There's also the daily bonus entry, which you can come back, and I'll definitely be posting reminders about that and everything. So I am about to go watch my Auburn Tigers play, and we're playing the only other SEC team in the tournament. So I think we beat them already once this year. So I'm hoping that we get make history today. So anyways, thank you guys so much for coming, and I will definitely be here next week. I don't think there's anything going on. It should be same time next week, but I'll have to let you know to stay tuned. I think that's about it, guys. I will talk to you later. Thank you so much again for coming. Make sure you do the download. Head to the vault and get this, or you can get it in your email. And I'll email you again in the morning with the little recap from today. So thanks so much. I will talk to you later, guys.